Namaste. To be honest, at the very outset, this happens to be my maiden address with a pulsating heart. Children, students, adults, be it any age group, we all love stories and anecdotes, don't we? Do we all like anecdotes? Yes? Okay. So I'm going to start my address today with the power of honesty. A rich, highly influential businessman was growing senile, was turning old, and hence he thought of choosing a successor. But surprisingly, he did not choose it from, or rather he did not want to choose it from one of the board of directors or from his progeny, that is his children. He thought of conducting a competition in the very premises of his office. He called up all the employees, the staff members in one room and laid out a condition. He said, I'm giving you a seed to each. Right 1 year from now, we will all meet together and we will see which seed has grown into which beautiful plant. Everybody thought this condition was super easy. It was effortless, seamless. They all took one seed, went home, and planted it. There was one employee named 𝒏𝒂𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒈. 𝒏𝒂𝒑 went home. He narrated the exact same scenario, the situation that had taken place in the boardroom of that office. The wife said, don't worry, we will go buy a pot, some soil, compost, manure, all the other essential planting tools. They did so. They planted, waited for a few weeks initially, but nothing happened. It did not germinate. There was no sprout. They waited for a few months. Absolutely nothing. How do you feel when you try so hard, when you're so honest with yourself, but still you do not reap the benefits? We feel dejected, don't we? We do, right? 𝒏𝒂𝒑 also felt dejected. He was nervous. He felt he was automatically out of the race of becoming a CEO because that was the competition. The race was all about it, being a successor to such a huge conglomeration. A year passed by. Aghast, startled and surprised, he did not have any growth in the seed that he had planted. At the end of year, exactly at the same place, all the employees along with this businessman, they met in the staff, they met in the room. Everybody had beautiful plants of various shapes and sizes, all lush green, giving out beautiful colors. And there was 𝒏𝒂𝒑 who walked in with just a pot having no plant. He stood back because he didn't want to be noticed by the businessman. Otherwise, he would have been reprimanded. So he stood back. The businessman had a sly smile on his face. Do you know why? He said, we have such beautiful growth. We have such beautiful plants. So I believe that you all would have nurtured it so well. It's your hard work, it's your honesty. It shows how well do you work for the company as well. And then he spotted 𝒏𝒂𝒑 and called him. Asked him to stand in front of the chair of the CEO. And he then announced, I'm here to announce the next CEO who will be taking over my business. And that is none other than 𝒏𝒂𝒑 himself. Everybody was startled. They were looking at gaping mouths at 𝒏𝒂𝒑. The businessman took a moment, paused, and began to explain. He said, a year ago from now, I had given everybody those seeds which were boiled, and once the seeds are boiled, can they grow? No. So this was a test of honesty. 𝒏𝒂𝒑 was honest enough. He walked up, had the courage, the integrity, the truthfulness. Dear children and students, we all do face situations in life wherein there are instances where we, of course, are dishonest sometimes, speak lies. One such instance is when we've not done the homework, the teacher asks, where's your text? Where's your homework? We all tend to cook up and serve a story, don't we? Instead, let's just try to be honest. Because if you plant honesty, you reap integrity. If you plant consideration, you reap perspective. If you plant hard work, you reap success. And likewise, honesty in every sphere of life, whether it is our personal lives, whether it is professional lives, be it any tangent, any sphere of life, it is going to be useful everywhere. So this is a part of honesty. It lies in the very ability that it promotes self-growth, it helps us in inspiring others. Most importantly, it helps us in resolving conflicts. If you're not honest, just imagine an instance wherein you're having a headache, or perhaps you have got some viral infection and you go to your doctor. The doctor asks you what are the symptoms. Are you going to be honest and truthful, or are you going to be dishonest and lie? You're going to certainly be honest with your doctor. Why? Because if you're not honest, the doctor will not be able to investigate what the problem is with you. And likewise, the medication, the cure. Similarly, life is such too. Therefore, with honesty, let us promote self-growth. Let us actually lay down the very foundation of any relationship, which has to be strong and with integrity, honesty, and truthfulness. Honesty is also upheld in our ancient Upanishads and Vedas, where we say Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So honesty is a stepping stone to these higher virtues that we talk about. And towards the end, although we may feel that honesty may not reap immediate results, although you start working hard 1 week before just your examination, but you feel that your marks aren't sufficient although you worked hard for 1 week, although you do not reap immediate results or the outcomes of honesty, do not be disheartened, do not be dejected, do not be unsettled. Because in the universe does not let go of any single deed, good deed of honesty. It always repays you with better and perfect results. I'd like to conclude by quoting Shakespeare from All's Well That Ends Well, that there's no legacy so rich as honesty. Thank you. Have a thought-provoking and an action-oriented day. Namaste.
Thank you, ma'am.